Hello everyone, I'm Dragons After Dark, and today we're continuing our pet collecting around Azeroth and Beyond series with Orgrimmar. We're doing this 100% by zone, which will cover everything from wild pets to achievements, dungeons, quests, rare drops, and so on. During this video, we'll be going over the locations of the pet, different skins, and suggested breeds. Keep in mind for the breeds that it's purely a suggestion on my part, but I will be giving a short explanation on why I choose that particular breed. Overall, most pets are filler, so breed isn't super important, and you can always go back and catch another if you find you need a different one, so don't stress too much about it. Also, I will mention if a pet is cageable, so if you don't want to farm for it, you can just stop by your local auction house and grab one. So, let's get started. Orgrimmar is the capital city of the Horde, and it is situated in a valley in northern Durotar bordering Azshara. The pet levels here will be level 1. The creepy crawly will only show up as a secondary pet here, making it a little difficult to hunt for specifically. You'll have better luck heading out of the city to Durotar to catch one of these. The creepy crawly comes in 1 skin and 4 breeds. This pet is in the same boat as the cockroach. Most of the time, cockroaches and beetles are used for apocalypse, and that's about it. This move requires that the pet that casts it be alive, so you might want to go heavy on the health. But usually, you're applying apocalypse and switching your pet out. If you plan on doing more with it, you might want the health speed breed to utilize the bonus hit to flank once you hiss, and to apply survival faster. But generally, you won't see much use beyond apocalypse and surviving it for these pets. The dung beetle can be found all around Orgrimmar, with the heaviest concentration being in the Valley of Strength, the Flightmaster's Plateau, and the Valley of Wisdom Overlook. The dung beetle comes in 4 skins, gray and red, gold, red and gray, and brown and dark brown, and 4 breeds. Once again, this pet is in the same boat as other roaches and beetles. Most of the time they're used for apocalypse. This move requires the pet that casts it to be alive, so you might want to go heavy on the health, but usually you're applying apocalypse and switching your pet out. If you plan on doing more with it, you might want the health speed breed to utilize the bonus hit to flank after using hiss and to apply survival faster, but generally, you won't see much use beyond apocalypse and surviving it for these pets. The Robo-Chick can be found on the south side of the Orgrimmar embassy. The Robo-Chick comes in 1 skin and 6 breeds. The best breed for this pet is going to depend on what your primary use will be. If you're going to use its standard mechanical moves, then you'll want the speed for the bonus hit to batter, the heal, and for wind-up. If you're using it to go against aquatics with Supercharge and Peck, you'll want either the Power Spreed or Power Balance breed. Both come with 273 power, though the Power Balance has a little more health. The spider will only show up as a secondary pet here, making it a little difficult to hunt for specifically. There are only 4 zones where this pet is the primary pet: Azshara, Dustwallow Marsh, Shadowmoon Valley, and the Stone Talon Mountains. This pet comes in 2 skins, beige and light green, and green and yellow, and 3 breeds. Spiders are another one of the copy-paste pets where we have quite a few with the same moveset. So if you're missing a speedy spider from your roster, I'd say get an SS, or if you already have one, grab an SB to give up a little speed for a little more power and health. The spiny lizard can be found all around Orgrimmar, with the heaviest concentration being in the Valley of Strength, the Flightmaster's Plateau, and the Valley of Wisdom Overlook. The spiny lizard comes in 4 skins, black with lime green stripes, green with blue stripes, red with lime green stripes, and white with blue stripes, and 3 breeds. There's not a whole lot of cohesion between the spiny lizard's moves, so you can either go for speed with the speed breed, which can help make sure you can use comeback and ravage at the best time for you in the fight, or you can go middle of the road with the balance breed. Since triple snap is too RNG for my tastes, You can sacrifice a little speed for some more power and use Screech to reduce the enemy's speed. That said, we don't generally advocate for picking up the balance breeds, but the health power breed isn't giving you that much more power than the balance breed here, but the balance has quite a bit more speed, which can be key in a fight. The toad can be found sporadically around Orgrimmar, in areas that have water, such as the Valley of Spirits, Valley of Wisdom, Valley of Honor, and the Drag. The toad comes in 1 skin and 3 breeds. Since none of the breeds have any kind of decent speed, you'll want to look at power, which leaves us with the health power breed. This will help with how much your healing wave heals for, as well as the building damage of Frog Kiss, or how much your Swarm of Flies dot ticks for, depending on what you're looking to do. The water snake can be found sporadically around Orgrimmar in areas that have water, such as the Valley of Spirits, Valley of Wisdom, Valley of Honor, and the Drag. The water snake comes in 4 skins: blue, dark green with a yellow stripe, red with a black and white stripe, yellow with black stripes, and 2 breeds. The water snake has a typical snake moveset, and since there isn't much difference in stats between the 2 breeds, either one will be fine, and you'd probably be better off spending your time finding a skin you like of the 4 options. The Scorpid will only show up as a secondary pet here, making it a little difficult to hunt for specifically. You might have better luck waiting for almost any other zone where this pet is found, except the Eastern Plaguelands. The Scorpid comes in 4 skins: beige with black markings and a teal belly, black with red markings and a dark orange belly, yellow with black markings and a red-brown belly, and red with black markings and a purple belly, and 2 breeds. Of the 2 breeds, I'd go for the Power Speed breed. This will give you a slight edge over the Balance breed on both speed and power, meaning you can use Screech to become faster, then use Snap and Rampage to cut through critters. In Orgrimmar, we have 2 racial pet vendors: Maddie next to the Orgrimmar Embassy, and Varzok near the Flight Master on the Zeppelin Plateau. These types of vendors will sell pets based on your character's race: the Black King Snake for trolls and orcs, Shore Crawlers for goblins, the Jade Crane Chicks for Pandarans, Brown Prairie Dogs for Taurens, Golden Dragon Hawk Hatchlings for Blood Elves, and the Undercity Cockroach for the Undead. All of the vendor pets here are cageable. The Black King Snake comes in 1 skin and 1 breed. It is the racial pet for trolls and orcs and has the standard snake moveset. The King Snake has 325 speed, which means you can likely use Burrow for avoidance or having a speed advantage to build Vicious Fang. Even if you're not faster, you can use Hiss to decrease the enemy's speed, or use Counter-Strike while you're slower. As said, this pet is cageable, so you can purchase it on the auction house, but it would probably be easiest to just roll a troll or orc and buy one from the vendor. The Shore Crawler comes in 1 skin, 2 legacy breeds, and 1 current breed. At the moment, you can only purchase this pet in 1 breed, the Balance breed. The other 2 breeds were retired in patch 5.2. However, if someone had one of the breeds prior to this change, that pet will remain that breed. This is the racial pet for goblins and has a standard crab moveset. The Jade Crane Chick comes in 1 skin, 1 legacy breed, and 1 current breed. At the moment, you can only purchase this pet in 1 breed, the Balance breed. The other breed was retired in patch 5.2. However, if someone had the other breed prior to this change, the pet will remain that breed. This is the racial pet for Pandarans and has a slightly divergent moveset from flyers with similar movesets. It has Jade Skin, which can be helpful in keeping your flying buff longer by reducing damage, and Flock, which can apply the Shattered Defenses debuff. The Brown Prairie Dog comes in 1 skin and 3 breeds. This is the racial pet for Taurens. I am not a big fan of vendor pets having multiple breeds. And, given the pet isn't particularly unique or spectacular, any of the breeds will be fine. If you really want a specific breed, the Speed breed has a really nice speed stat of 341, which is great for Burrow and Crouch. The Golden Dragon Hawk Hatchling comes in 1 skin and 2 breeds. This is the racial pet for Blood Elves, and it has the standard Dragonhawk Hatchling moveset. Again, I'm not a big fan of vendors having multiple breeds. However, all of the Dragonhawk hatchlings with the same moveset are going to be vendor pets. Given that the Silver Dragonhawk hatchling has a much better speed stat with its speed breed, that would be the one I'd focus on. As such, either of the breeds for the Golden Dragonhawk hatchling will be fine. Undercity Cockroach comes in 1 skin and 4 breeds. This is the undead racial pet and has a standard cockroach moveset. Again, we see a vendor pet with multiple breeds for a pet, but most of the time cockroaches are used for Apocalypse. This move requires the pet that casts it to be alive, so you might want to go heavy on the health, but usually you're applying Apocalypse and switching your cockroach out. If you plan on doing more with it, you might want the speed breed to utilize the bonus hit to flank and to apply survival faster. But generally, you won't see much use beyond Apocalypse for these pets, so any breed will do. Next, we have a snake vendor named Xan'tish that patrols in a small circle around one of the troll huts in the Valley of Spirits, and he sells 3 snakes: the Black King Snake, the Brown Snake, and the Crimson Snake. Of the 3 snakes, only the brown snake is exclusive to this vendor. Again, all these pets are cageable. The Black King Snake comes in 1 skin and 1 breed. It is the racial pet for trolls and orcs and has the standard snake moveset. The King Snake has 325 speed, which means you can likely use Burrow for avoidance or having a speed advantage to build Vicious Fang. Even if you're not faster, you can use Hiss to decrease the enemy's speed, or use Counter Strike while you're slower. As said, this pet is cageable, so you can purchase it on the auction house, but it would probably be easiest to just roll a troll or orc and buy one from the vendor. The brown snake comes in 1 skin and 1 breed, and has the standard snake moveset. Its stats are very middle of the road, which is to be expected from a pet with a pure balance breed. This pet will likely be for nothing more than collecting. The Crimson Snake comes in 1 skin and 1 breed, and has the standard snake moveset. Again, there's nothing spectacular about the stats, and it's likely this pet will be for nothing more than collecting. In Orgrimmar, we have 2 guild vendors: Gorham on the western side of the War Chief's building, and Kim Horn on top of the ramparts at the southern gate of Orgrimmar. The guild vendors currently sell 6 pets, all of which require your guild to have completed specific achievements to unlock the pets. None of the guild vendor pets are currently cageable. The Armadillo Pup comes in 1 skin and 2 breeds, and I've made my stance clear by now on how I feel about vendors having multiple breeds of pets. Because of this, and the fact that its moveset isn't terribly fantastic, and you can get the stone armadillo through pet battles, I'd say picking up either breed will be fine. The Armadillo Pup is unlocked when your guild has accumulated a kill count of 50,000 critters with the Critter Kill Squad achievement. The Dark Phoenix Hatchling comes in 1 skin, 1 breed, and you can currently only have 1 in your collection. It's one of a handful of pets with Dark Rebirth, and despite it being a flying pet, is classed as an elemental. Its powers and speed stats aren't that great, but it's got some decent health, and if you can time Dark Rebirth just right, it's almost like having a mechanical pet with some decent elemental moves. The Dark Phoenix Hatchling is unlocked when your guild has accumulated 55 reputations to Exalted status with the United Nations achievement. The Deathwatch Hatchling comes in 1 skin and 1 breed. While its health and speed are kind of meh, it does have a nice power stat. You could feasibly do Leap, Clobber, then hit the incoming pet with Bite or Wood Chipper for some nice damage. Or, if you're going against a critter, time your Leap and Feed to kill the opponent off. The Deathwatch Hatchling is not currently part of an achievement that can be unlocked by guilds. The only way you can get this pet is by joining a guild that got the Challenge Warlords Gold Guild Edition when it was a current achievement during that expansion, in which the guild had to complete every Warlords of Draenor challenge mode dungeon with a rating of gold while in a guild group. I'll be putting a link to the Warcraft Pets forum for the Deathwatch hatchling guilds that you could join to try and get the pet. Lil Gosa comes in 1 skin, 1 breed, and you can currently only have 1 in your collection. It's one of only 4 dragonkins with Surge of Power, and if you don't need to Howl Bomb the target, it can be a nice replacement for Chrominius, since it has almost the same power and a little more health. Lil Gosa is unlocked when someone in the guild obtains the Dragon Wrath Gosa's Rest legendary weapon, which in turn gives the guild the achievement Dragon Wrath Gosa's Rest Guild Edition. I'll put a link to the steps on how to get this legendary weapon in the info section. The Guild Herald is a non-combat pet that is unique to each character, meaning that it won't be shared across characters like your other pets. If you want this pet for all your characters, you'll need to purchase one for each of them. Also, when you leave the guild, you will lose your Guild Herald. The Guild Herald is unlocked when your guild has cumulatively looted 100,000 gold from creatures with the Profit Sharing achievement. The Guild Page is also a non-combat pet that is unique to each character, meaning that it won't be shared across characters like your other pets. If you want this pet for all your characters, you'll need to purchase one for each of them, and when you leave a guild, it will be removed from your collection. The Guild Page is unlocked when your guild has accumulated an honorable kill for each class of each race on an enemy player level 35 currently, or higher, and completes the Alliance Slayer achievement. For Horde, this includes the Alliance races of Pandaren, Human, Dwarf, Gnome, Night Elf, Draenei, and Worgen. The Brawl'gar Arena is where the Brawlers Guild hosts its fights, and it's found in the Valley of Honor. It's the last major building on the right as you travel to Orgrimmar's exit for Azshara. The Brawlers Guild Quartermaster Bad Luck Sims has 2 pets for purchase for 500 gold each once you reach rank 3 with the guild. These pets are not currently cageable, so the only way to get them is to reach rank 3 with the Brawlers Guild. Entry to the Brawlers Guild is through invite only. You gain an invitation by finding the NPC A Shady who spawns in the Valley of Honor. Wowhead shows him spawning anywhere from the entrance of the Brawl'gar Arena to the right side / behind the blacksmith building. The invitation costs 100 gold to purchase. Once you purchase the invitation, you can head into the Brawl'gar Arena. I'll put a link to the Wowhead guide in the comments. Clockham comes in 1 skin and 1 breed, and is among a short list of mechanical pets that has a range of humanoid moves. It has fairly middle-of-the-road stats, and is more of a collector pet than one you'll see utilized in many strategies. If you enjoy the Mechanome models, this particular one will be right up your alley. Tyler Grondin comes in 1 skin and 1 breed. At the time of creating this video, Tyler's model is the only Gron you'll find on the roster. His health and speed are true to the balance breed, but he has a great power stat if you're looking to throw something at a single enemy dragonkin. Overall, he's more of a collector pet than one you'll see used in battle. The honor pet vendor in Orgrimmar is Legionnaire Velatus, and she's located in the Hall of Legends to the west of the Valley of Strength, at the top of the ramps before you get to the Orgrimmar Embassy. She has 3 pets for sale for 400 gold each, all of them requiring particular honor levels to unlock. Once you reach those honor levels, the pets of both factions will be available for you to purchase. These pets are not currently cageable, so the only way to obtain them is to reach the appropriate honor levels. The Dutiful Gruntling comes in 1 skin and is a non-combat pet as well as unique, meaning you can only purchase 1. This pet becomes available at honor level 5, and is one of the few pets that will gain a mount, a direwolf as befitting an orc, when you mount. The Horde Fanatic comes in 1 skin and 1 breed. It has a few abilities with unique names, but can be found on other pets, such as Q-Dodge is just like regular dodge, Overpowered is the humanoid version of Supercharge that mechanicals have, and Banhammer is just like Crush. This pet is unlocked at honor level 20. Bucket Shell comes in 1 skin and 1 breed, and yes, you read that correctly. This pet becomes available at honor level 400. Yikes. For a pet that has such a high requirement, its stats are nothing to write home about, and you can probably find one crab or another with the same moves. This pet is likely nothing more than an impressive collector flex. The Horde balloon is a reward for the quest Blown Away from the NPC Jaga. Jaga can be found in the Valley of Wisdom, not far from the elevator to the Zeppelin's Rise. This pet is not cageable, so you must complete the quest to receive the pet. The Horde balloon is a non-combat pet that comes in one skin. The quest to receive this pet is very easy, consisting of only one step. And you help a little kid recover the balloons his father probably purchased with his Dark Moon Fair prize tickets he painstakingly collected over multiple trips. It's a win-win. On the opposite end of the spectrum from the balloon is the quest chain for the Iron Starlette. Almost all of this chain will take place in the Blasted Lands, and the only reason this pet is listed under Orgrimmar is that your final step is to turn the quest into Overlord Saurfang. As you can see, this is a 7-step quest chain where some steps have multiple quests. It starts at the Shattered Landing in the Blasted Lands with Thrall and Rokan, and shouldn't take long for max level characters to complete. For the 7th step, you head back to Orgrimmar and turn in the final quest for your pet. The Iron Starlette comes in 1 skin and 5 breeds. This is a high utility pet, showing up on nearly 600 strategies on Xufu's pet guides at the time of this video. The primary tactic for this pet is its Wind-Up Supercharge Wind-Up combo, which is incredibly devastating and will generally one-shot most beast-type enemies and deal a whole lot of damage to all of the other ones. As such, the Power breed is the most owned and will pack the biggest punch in that regard. However, the utility of the pet doesn't stop there. If you're looking to add an Explode pet to your roster, you can grab the Health breed as well. Explode does damage based off your pet's overall health, and with 1,725 HP without any modifiers, you're looking at a nice 690 damage from Explode. This pet is cageable, so if you're hunting for a specific breed and didn't get the one you wanted from the quest, you can find one on the auction house. The prices will vary widely, so keep an eye for a good deal, but don't be shy about purchasing 1 or 3. They are well worth the gold. The Strand Crawler is available 2 ways in Orgrimmar in particular: the Cataclysm Time Walking Vendor, Kiatki, and the Master Angler, Brawl'gar. Kiatki can be found on the rise above the Valley of Wisdom, offset from the Cataclysm portals, but only during the Cataclysm Time Walking event. Brawl'gar can be found on the dock in the Valley of Honor. From Kiatki, the pet has a 1.1% chance to drop from her bag of shiny things, according to Wowhead, and each bag will cost you 150 time-warped badges. As for Brawl'gar, he rewards the same bag of shiny things for his fishing dailies. The Strand Crawler comes in 1 skin and 1 breed and has a pretty standard crab moveset. And usually for this particular set, you're looking for more power than health. This means the Strand Crawler is relegated to nothing more than a collector pet, since there are better crabs to use for strategies. It is also cageable, so if you don't feel like spending badges or doing dailies to see this little guy drop, you can always stop by the auction house. Despite what the pet journal implies, the Corgi pup is not currently available for purchase in Orgrimmar at the time of this video. So this is a kind of honorable mention for those wondering. The historians were moved to the Caverns of Time from the main cities and appear only during WoW's anniversary in November. You can purchase the Corgi from historian Mahdi for 200 time-warped badges. And that's it! We've completed our visit to Orgrimmar for pet collecting around Azeroth and beyond. Our next stop will be visiting Desolace, Mulgore, the Southern Barrens, and Dustwallow Marsh. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I wish you all the best of luck, thank you for stopping by, and happy battling!